All right, listen up. You ever get that weird vibe, that feeling in your gut deep down, screaming that someone smiles to your face, but secretly they can't stand you? Yeah, you have. We all have. It's confusing, it's draining, it makes you second guess everything. You're left wondering, am I crazy? Am I paranoid? No, you're probably picking up on something real. People are masters of hiding their true feelings, especially dislike. But guess what? The truth always leaks out. Always. And today I'm giving you the detector. We're diving deep into the 7 critical signs that someone is secretly disliking you while pretending otherwise. These are the subtle cues, the hidden messages, the things most people miss. But we're not just going to spot the negativity, we're going to arm ourselves with the ultimate shield, Stoic philosophy, because knowing isn't enough. Reacting badly, letting it eat you up, that's letting them win. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, these weren't dusty old dudes. They were warriors of the mind. They teach us how to see the truth without losing our peace, how to be strong, unbreakable, no matter who dislikes us. So we're going to identify the signs, bam, 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 and then we're going to learn how to handle it like a stoic emperor. No more confusion, no more getting played, just clarity, strength, and action. You ready to upgrade your social radar and your inner fortress? Smash that like button. Hit subscribe right now because you don't want to miss this. Let's go. Okay, sign number 1. This one is huge and often flies under the radar. It's minimal and delayed responses. Think about it. When you genuinely like someone, you're engaged, right? You respond. What does this look like? You send them a message, maybe something important, maybe just a casual check-in. Hours pass, maybe days. When they finally reply, it's one word. Okay, cool. Yep. It's the digital equivalent of a cold shoulder. Picture this. You share exciting news in a group chat. Everyone else reacts with enthusiasm, emojis, questions. Their response, if it comes at all, is hours later and just a single lonely thumbs up emoji. That's not busy. That's disengaged. It's not just digital either. In person, you ask them a question. They grunt. They give you the shortest possible answer that still technically qualifies as a response. There's no follow-up, no elaboration, no effort to keep the conversation flowing towards you. Contrast this with someone who genuinely likes or respects you. They might be busy, sure, but they'll often say, "Hey, swamped right now, but let me get back to you." Or their short reply feels warm, not dismissive. There's an intent to connect later. What's the hidden feeling here? Often it's annoyance or indifference disguised as being busy or distracted. Responding to you feels like a chore, an obligation they want to minimize. They lack the energy or desire to invest in the interaction. Now, caution. Don't jump the gun. Someone might genuinely be overwhelmed or a terrible texter. Look for a pattern. Is it consistently minimal and delayed specifically with you while they seem responsive to others? That's the red flag. Stoic check-in. Okay, you notice this. What does Marcus Aurelius whisper in your ear? Observe without judgment. Don't immediately spiral into, "they hate me." Just note the data. Responses are minimal and delayed. That's it for now. Control your reaction. Why is this sign critical? Because communication is connection. Consistently minimal effort signals a lack of desire for that connection. It's passive-aggressive dislike, hoping you'll just go away. Pay attention. Are you getting the conversational crumbs while others get the feast? That's sign number 1. Don't ignore it. On to number 2. Sign number 2. This one is primal, deep-seated. It's the avoidance of eye contact. The eyes, they say, are the windows to the soul. And sometimes people desperately want to keep those windows shut. Think about it. When you connect with someone, you look them in the eye. It builds trust, shows engagement, signals respect. When someone actively avoids your gaze, something's up. What does it look like? You're talking to them, and their eyes are darting everywhere but your face. They're looking at the ceiling, the floor, their phone, that fascinating piece of lint on their shoulder, anywhere but into your eyes for more than a fleeting second. Maybe they do make eye contact initially, but it feels forced, uncomfortable, and they break it away quickly, almost like they've touched something hot. It feels unnatural, shifty. Contrast this with normal behavior. Even shy people who struggle with eye contact often show other signs of warmth or engagement. But someone hiding dislike, the avoidance feels different. It feels cold, dismissive, almost like they can't bear to look at you. The psychology here, eye contact creates intimacy and vulnerability. If someone dislikes you, they want distance, not intimacy. Avoiding your gaze is a subconscious way to create that distance, to signal discomfort or even hostility without saying a word. Be careful though. Cultural differences exist. Some people are naturally shy or have social anxiety. Again, look for the pattern and the context. Is this avoidance specific to you? Does it accompany other negative signs? Don't accuse the anxious person. Stoic check-in. You notice the darting eyes. What now? Epictetus would say, it is not things themselves that disturb men, but their judgments about these things. The fact is, they aren't making eye contact. The judgment is, they despise me. Separate the two. Observe the fact. Reserve judgment. Why is this sign so potent? Because it's largely involuntary. It's hard to fake genuine eye contact when you feel negative towards someone. It's a powerful nonverbal leak of their true feelings. Watch their eyes. Are they meeting your gaze or are they treating you like Medusa? That's sign number 2, a classic indicator someone might be hiding dislike. Keep track. Number 3 is coming. Sign number 3. Oh, this one is so common. It's the forced fake smile and fake enthusiasm. You know the one. It doesn't reach the eyes. It's all mouth, no warmth. It looks like this. You bump into them, they flash this super quick, tight-lipped smile that vanishes the second you turn away. Or you share good news and they go, oh, wow, that's great, with the enthusiasm of someone reading a phone book. Think of the mouth smile. A genuine smile, a Duchenne smile, involves the muscles around the eyes crinkling up. A fake smile? It's just the mouth stretching sideways. It feels like a mask, and it usually drops instantly once the social obligation is over. Their laughter might also sound hollow or forced. They might mimic the sounds of enthusiasm, but the energy isn't there. It feels performative, like they're reading from a script titled How to Pretend to Like Someone. Contrast this with genuine joy or warmth. Real smiles linger. Real enthusiasm has energy, maybe follow-up questions, a spark in the eyes. Fake enthusiasm feels like a deflated balloon. It looks the part, vaguely, but there's no air inside. What's happening underneath? They know they should appear pleased or friendly, social convention, but their actual feeling is indifference, annoyance, or dislike. They're putting on a low-effort performance to avoid conflict or awkwardness. Caution zone. Some people are just low energy or have a naturally reserved personality. Don't mistake quietness for fakeness. Look for the inconsistency. Are they suddenly animated and genuinely smiley with others, but give you the mannequin smile? Bingo.stoic check-in. You see the fake smile. Your gut clenches. Stop. Breathe. Remember Seneca, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Don't imagine the depth of their hidden hatred based on a weak smile. Note the observation. Smile seemed forced. Control the inner narrative. Why does this matter? Because it shows a disconnect between their outward presentation and their likely inner state. They are actively performing politeness because genuine positive feeling isn't there. It's a conscious or subconscious effort to deceive. Spot the fake. Does their smile reach their eyes, or does it look painted on? Is there wow full of air or full of hot air? That's sign number 3, a dead giveaway. Are you taking notes? Number 4, sign number 4. This one is insidious. It's the backhanded compliment and the subtle put down. These are masters of passive aggression, wrapping insults in fake praise. Ugh, what does it sound like? Wow, that presentation was surprisingly good for you. Or I love how you just wear whatever you want. You're so brave. See? It sounds like a compliment, but there's a sting in the tail. They might praise you for something that subtly highlights a perceived weakness. It's great you're finally starting to understand this. Or they compare you unfavorably, disguised as advice. You should try doing it like Sarah does. Her way is much more efficient. These aren't outright insults, which makes them tricky. They're designed to make you feel slightly off, slightly diminished, while giving the speaker plausible deniability. What? I was just being nice. It's cowardly communication. Contrast this with genuine praise or constructive criticism. Real compliments feel good, full stop. Constructive feedback is specific, aimed at helping, and usually delivered respectfully, not with a hidden jab. The hidden motive, resentment, jealousy, or simple dislike bubbling to the surface. They can't resist taking a little dig, knocking you down a peg, but they lack the courage to be direct. It's a way to express negativity without facing consequences. Word of warning. Sometimes people are just awkward communicators. They might not intend it as a backhanded compliment. Look for the pattern, the tone of voice, and whether it feels like a recurring theme from this person. Is there a smirk behind the praise? Stoic check-in. Ouch, that compliment stung. Your ego flares up. Hold it. What would a Stoic do? Recognize the words for what they are. Is there truth in the implied criticism? If so, learn humbly. If not, recognize it as their issue, their poor communication or negativity. It reflects on them, not your worth. If it does not harm the character, it does not harm the life. Why is this sign so revealing? Because it shows a deliberate, albeit sneaky attempt to undermine you. It takes effort to craft a backhanded compliment. It signals active, not passive negativity, hiding behind a flimsy facade. Listen closely. Are their compliments sweet, or do they have a bitter aftertaste? Are you being lifted up or subtly pushed down? That's sign number 4, the passive-aggressive poison dart. Don't let it hit your soul. Number 5, halfway there. Sign number 5. This one hurts, especially if you thought you were friends. It's the complete lack of engagement in your life or achievements. They just don't care, and they barely hide it. You share something you're excited about, a promotion, a new hobby, a personal milestone. Their reaction? A blank stare. A quick, oh, nice. And then they immediately change the subject back to themselves or something completely unrelated. They never ask follow-up questions. You say, I got the job. A friend asks, wow, tell me more. What's the role? When do you start? Someone hiding dislike says, cool. Hey, did you see that game last night? The disinterest is palpable. They might conveniently forget important things you told them. You mention a big event coming up, and later they act completely surprised, showing they didn't register it because they weren't truly listening or invested. Contrast this with genuine friendship or even basic politeness. People who care, even a little, show curiosity. They ask questions. They remember details, mostly. They offer congratulations that feel genuine, even if brief. What's the hidden feeling? Indifference, bordering on resentment or jealousy. Your successes might make them feel inadequate, or they simply don't value you enough to expend the mental energy required to engage with your life. Your world is irrelevant to them. The caveat: people are self-absorbed sometimes. Everyone can be a bad listener occasionally, but if someone consistently glazes over the second you talk about yourself, if they never show interest in your world, it's not accidental. Stoic check-in. You share your joy, and they meet it with a wet blanket. Disappointment floods in. Pause. Remember Epictetus. Control your perceptions. Their lack of engagement is their choice, their character flaw. Your achievement is still real. Your joy is still valid. Don't let their indifference poison your success. Focus on your own journey. Why is this a powerful sign? Because showing interest is a fundamental way we build relationships. A consistent refusal to do so is a clear signal that they don't want a relationship, or at least not a supportive, reciprocal one. Are they listening? Or are your life updates met with the sound of crickets and a swift subject change? That's sign number 5, a cold sign of disinterest. Keep your eyes open. 2 more. Sign number 6. This one is the classic betrayal. It's gossip, talking negatively about you when you're not around. If you hear about this, believe it. It's rarely smoke without fire. How do you find out? Usually through someone else. A mutual friend might awkwardly tell you, hey, just so you know, so-and-so was saying. Or you might notice people acting weirdly towards you after they've spoken to this person. The gossip might be outright lies, exaggerations of your flaws, or twisting your words and actions to make you look bad. They might share private information you confided in them. It's character assassination, bit by bit. They might play innocent if confronted, saying things like, oh no, it was taken out of context, or I was just concerned about you. Don't buy it. People who genuinely care address concerns with you, not about you, to everyone else. Contrast this with healthy communication. Friends might discuss a situation involving you to gain perspective, but the intent isn't malicious. Gossip, fueled by dislike, aims to damage your reputation and social standing. The underlying driver? Pure negativity. Dislike, jealousy, insecurity. Tearing you down makes them feel bigger or helps them bond with others who share their negative opinion. It's a destructive and cowardly way to express their feelings. A word to the wise: be careful how you react to the messenger. Don't shoot them. But also consider why someone is telling you this gossip. Ensure they aren't stirring the pot. However, if you hear the same thing from multiple credible sources, it's likely true. Stoic check-in. You hear they've been talking trash. Anger, hurt, betrayal, it's natural. But what's the Stoic move? Marcus Aurelius, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Don't sink to their level. Don't engage in counter gossip. Focus on your own integrity. Let your actions speak louder than their whispers. Their words are outside your control. Your character isn't. Why is gossip the ultimate sign? Because it happens when they think you can't see. It's their true feelings, unfiltered by the need for social politeness in your presence. It's dislike in action, actively working against you. Listen to the whispers. Are rumors swirling? Are people treating you differently after talking to this person? That's sign number 6, the snake in the grass. Protect your reputation by living with integrity. One more sign, the final reveal. And finally, sign number 7. This one will mess with your head. It's inconsistent, hot and cold behavior. One minute they seem friendly, the next they're distant and icy. What is going on? It looks like this. One day they're chatty, asking about your weekend, maybe even complimentary. The next day, they barely acknowledge you, give one-word answers, avoid eye contact. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. Maybe they are super friendly when you're in a group setting where they need to maintain appearances. But when you encounter them one-on-one, the temperature drops instantly. Or vice versa. Nice alone, dismissive in front of others. This inconsistency is confusing and exhausting. You never know which version of them you're going to get. You start walking on eggshells, trying to figure out what you did wrong. Hint, it's probably not you, it's them. Contrast this with stable relationships. People have moods, sure, but generally someone who likes you is consistently warm or respectful. There isn't this wild pendulum swing between friendly and freezing. What's driving this chaos? Internal conflict. Part of them knows they should be polite or friendly, social pressure, maybe they need something from you. But their underlying dislike keeps breaking through. They can't maintain the facade consistently, or their opinion of you changes based on their mood or who else is around. The reality check. Could you be misinterpreting? Maybe. But if the pattern is persistent, if it leaves you feeling confused and anxious, trust your gut. Extreme inconsistency is often a sign of hidden turmoil, and often that turmoil involves their feelings about you. Stoic check-in. This hot-cold treatment is destabilizing. You feel confused. Ground yourself. Remember the Stoic dichotomy of control. You cannot control their moods or their inconsistent behavior. You can control how you respond. Don't get sucked into their emotional roller coaster. Observe their behavior as information about them, not a reflection of your worth or actions. Stay steady. Why is this the ultimate headwrecker sign? Because it mixes positive reinforcement, the hot phase, with negative, the cold phase, which is incredibly effective at keeping you guessing and off balance. It's manipulative, whether intentional or not. Are you on a roller coaster? Hot one day, ice cold the next, friendly in private, dismissive in public? That's sign number 7. The confusing chaos agent. Recognize it for the instability it represents. We did it. 7 signs. Okay. Deep breath. We've identified the signs. You might be recognizing some of these right now, feeling that knot in your stomach. You've seen the minimal texts, the averted eyes, the fake smiles, the backhanded compliments, the disinterest, the gossip, the hot and cold nightmare. The evidence might be piling up. So what now? Do we rage? Do we cry? Do we obsess? No. This is where the Stoics come in. This is where we take back control. Principle number 1, focus only on what you can control. Can you control if someone secretly dislikes you? No. Can you control their thoughts, their feelings, their hidden agendas? Absolutely not. What can you control? Your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your character. That is your domain. That is your fortress. Their dislike is external noise. Your response is internal power. First, don't jump to conclusions based on one sign. Look for clusters, patterns, but if the evidence is strong, accept the reality calmly. Okay, it seems likely this person does not hold positive feelings towards me. Acceptance isn't weakness. It's seeing reality clearly, without the fog of wishful thinking or paranoia. It is what it is. Second, practice preferred indifference. Their opinion of you is an external. It has no bearing on your actual worth or virtue. Is it preferable to be liked? Sure. Is it necessary for a good life, for your peace of mind? Hell no. A Stoic finds their value within, in their integrity, their reason, their actions. Let their dislike be like bad weather, unpleasant perhaps, but ultimately passing and not a reflection on you. Third, choose your action based on reason, not emotion. Option A, strategic indifference. Often the best path. Continue to be polite, professional, civil, but emotionally disengage. Don't invest energy. Don't seek their approval. Treat them with basic human respect, but keep your inner peace guarded. Option B, reduce contact. If their negativity is draining or toxic, calmly and quietly create distance. You don't owe anyone your time or energy, especially those who actively dislike you. Phase them out gracefully where possible. Option C, direct, calm confrontation. Rarely advisable unless absolutely necessary. If you must, do it calmly, focusing on specific behaviors, not assumed feelings. But usually it just invites denial and drama. Indifference is often stronger. Listen, knowing these signs isn't about becoming paranoid. It's about becoming aware. It's about protecting your energy and your peace of mind. Someone else's hidden dislike is a reflection of their issues, their insecurities, their character, not yours. You are the emperor of your own mind. You decide what gets in. You decide what affects you. Use this knowledge not to fuel anxiety, but to fuel your strength. To walk taller, to focus on what truly matters, your path, your growth, your virtue. Let them have their secret feelings. You have your inner peace. That is the Stoic victory. Boom. That's how you handle hidden negativity like a boss, like a Stoic. If this fired you up, if this gave you clarity, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already for more truth bombs and empowerment. Comment below, which sign resonated most? Have you dealt with this? Share your experiences. Let's build a community of strong, aware, Stoic-minded warriors. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay aware, stay awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.